Yeah, sorry about the delay on the video this week. During filming, I had to take the dog down to the vets. They end up staying down there and having a bit of a procedure, but he's all better now. He's back home, back to his normal self. So, yeah, we'll crack on with the video. Sorry it's going to be late, and sorry there's not much content this week, but such is life.
Hello everybody, it's me, and to all the fathers out there, I hope you had a good Father's Day. Got spoilt rotten, lots of chocolate, lots of beer, and lots of gifts from your kids. Yeah, I've had a good one. My daughter made me a nice cake. Anyway, stay tuned to the end this week if you can, because I'm announcing a giveaway which is quite big. I think it's quite big, and it's going to be well worth entering, and I'll give you details a little later on. Now we quick look at the fish here. As you can see, they're all doing well, no problems whatsoever. The trick seems to have gone. Yes, I have got flukes on a few of them, but they don't seem bothered by them at the moment. I have got some treatment to give them, just sort of like holding off at a minute, just waiting to make sure that all the Alparex has gone before I do put it in, and haven't got time this weekend unfortunately, because I had to take the dog down to the vets, as one of them things that happens. But yes, so yeah, water's looking fine. Water parameters are all spot on, and as you can see, the water is absolutely crystal clear. And you all know what I'm running. I'm running a Nexus 220 and a in-ground skimmer to shower. Still hear a lot of people complaining about the fines from the Nexus filters, and to refer you to one of my previous videos and that lot about how you run your Nexus, adjusting the flow rates to control your fines. You can, you know, if anybody who's having problems, just look at the water quality and then maybe go back and watch that video. But yes, so the fish are all back on the feed now, eating like there's no tomorrow, and with the forecast around the corner, the weather's going to get extremely hot next week by the sounds of it. So guys, please just remember, make sure you've got plenty of air going in as the temperatures rise, and just keep an eye on your fish. My lovely lady wife does that for me when I'm at work. But yeah, like I said, it's going to hit 30 plus in some areas, so it's vitally important that you do make sure you've got plenty of air going in, and keep a check on your water parameters, because things become more toxic in hotter water. I'd like to say a big thank you to my new subscribers and my old subscribers alike. Please keep watching, keep tuning in, and if you like the videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down, but tell me why you don't like it. And for all you people who just sort of sling on by and watch a video and then disappear into the ether, please like and subscribe. Tell me what content you want to see. Admittedly, this week it's not brilliant, but I was time limited because of what happened with my dog. The plants, where you can see there that the hosta's being eaten by snails or slugs, and if you look over here in the main hosta area I have, again, slugs or snails. Never had this problem before. I was always able to control them. Never used slug pellets or anything like that because of the pond. But this year, maybe because of the mild winter we've had, they just seem to be absolutely prolific. So got any ideas? Give me a shout. Picked up some new roses. These are rambling roses. Going to have them grow up over the summer house. That one's planted there, so hopefully train it to go up over the pole, around the pole and up over the summer house. So follow it all the way up and then sort of like train it along the part of the summer house there. And then the other one's gonna go up over this new arbour bit I'm building. It's gonna go down just in here, probably move that one down there a bit, the hydrangea, move it and put the rose there so it can sort of twine itself around this pole once it's painted. Put this arbour in mainly for one reason, is because I wanted to move the guttering over so I didn't bang the head on it all the time, so I can drain off down into a water butt. It's down there. We had a heavy shower last night. This was empty. So yeah, that's how much water it's collected just in one night's worth of rain. It's sort of like about 3/4 full, although it has got a bit of a leak on it. When we moved it, it looks like I split it. And just sort of put a bit of sticky paste over it there. What you can use for patching liners, but it doesn't seem to be working, so I may have a go with some CT1 on the inside and the outside of it, see if that seals it up. But yeah, so yeah, I've got the water butt in place. My little baby acers are growing nice and well. Another view of the fish and my finger. Yeah, so you can see water's absolutely crystal. Fish are all doing well. Even the chag who had little bits of problem, old Chad, the chag, he's healing up nicely where he had his knock on his side of the head. See if we can pick him out in a little while, but yeah, that seems to be healing over, turning the right colours, not bothering him whatsoever. He's up there with food with the rest of them, batching them out of the way. Which is one thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to put a bigger feeding ring down. All I use for a feeding ring, and those of you eagle-eyed can see, it's just an inner tube. But what you do have to do is when you pump up the inner tube, connect your pump up, and you have to hold your pump under water so you can pump some water into it. Otherwise, if you just fill it with air, it's just going to fly away with the wind and the breeze and sit on top and do no good. So you actually have to pump a bit of water into it before you put a bit of normal air in, and it's just finding the balance so it sits right. Me mind your own business there is starting to spread at last on the backy shower. Some people think it's a good idea, some people think it's not. Let me know what your opinions are. I think it's sort of too good. Freshwater shrimp. Something I'm trying them on. They seem to be absolutely smashing it when I put it in. It is very, very lightweight, dried freshwater shrimp, and this is only found in the cleanest of waters. When I had my normal sort of like wildlife come goldfish pond in the garden and that, I had this occurring naturally in that freshwater shrimp. So if you do find any in your ponds, then you've got clean water. It's quite high in protein, reasonably high in fat, ash, calcium, it's all there like, but yeah, just tells you there what I was saying about how it was found in clean water. They can't survive this, there's any type of polluted water, so a very healthy system is what they need. But like I said, it's very high in protein, so it's good as a little treat for your koi, but not too much. Just give them a beat. So just take a small handful, and like I said, it's extremely lightweight. So if you've got a raised pond, it's not a problem. Those of you who sort of like chucking it into your in-ground ponds, it's a bit windy today, so I've managed to get most of it in. But yeah, they're coming up. They have just been fed just a few minutes before I started filming, and well, as you saw during filming, I gave them a bit more. But yeah, they're all coming up for it, starting to smash it. So we'll go over and get them a bit more, I think, and chuck a bit more in. Don't need to put a lot in, just usual sort of like feeding rules, put in what they can eat in 5 minutes, and that's gone in about 20 seconds. But yeah, there's the new ring I've put in. You can see a little bit thicker, definitely a lot bigger, because they were all bundling underneath it and pushing it out of the water and scrapping a bit, but there seems to be a bit more room with this one. So yeah, there you go, nice easy cheap feeding ring. I think that cost me £2.50 for Alfred's, so you can't really do much better than that. You get me a bit more of this dried freshwater shrimp for them. Try and get it in again. Oh, the wind's blowing. No, and there you go. See, the wind blew it all out. Don't matter, they'll find it, they'll hoover it up, and they'll munch it away. There we come, let's see, all in. Yep, cheers Dad, thanks very much, I enjoy my treats. I don't know if you can see on the side of the Chag's head there, but yeah, they're all healing up nicely. Now that's leading me on to something that, another essential piece of koi keeping equipment, if you are going to keep koi, is your sort of like little first aid kit or paramedic kit. Get these ones from NT Labs. I can't exactly remember exactly how much it is, but they're not expensive. And basically it's sort of like a one-stop shop emergency kit for any sort of like wounds and ulcers. It's got everything you need in there to treat just the basics and make sure your fish remain nice and healthy. So we'll have a go at getting the lid off and I'll show you what's inside.
These handy little kits from NT Labs.
So let's try and open the lid.
Tend to have what you need.
Try and do it one-handed again.
Treat.
There we go. So first thing you got in there is you've got some gloves, some plastic gloves and some ear cleaners or swabs as they call them. And you've got a record, treatment record, which I don't bother with.
Koi Calm.
So there's your Koi Calm, a few drops of that if you need to knock your koi out. It gives you on there how many drops you need. I think it's something like about 10 drops per 5 litres or something like that. So yeah, that's that. And there's your propolis, which you saw me using the other week on the Chag in the bigger bottle.
This one's ulcer swab.
And that's the ulcer swab. So 3 bottles in there, the ulcer swab for sort of like treating the wound with, propolis again, antibacterial, antiseptic and sealing the wound, and obviously the Koi Calm for either calming your fish down or totally knocking it out if you need to. And then your bits and pieces all goes into a handy little plastic storage container, and like I said, it's if you're going to keep koi, it's one of them things along with a microscope that you absolutely must have. You really must. It was my birthday in the week and I asked for home-based vouchers and things like that, and people gave me money, and this is what I've been out and bought, a nice new barbecue. Works as dual fuel, so I can put some briquettes on one side if I want to. That gas bottle costs almost as much as the barbecue did. Extortionate. But yeah, got a little side burner and removable sort of like workstation and that lot. Yeah, brilliant. Loved it. My changes just starting to come out into flower, so it won't be long until this is looking really beautiful. Does really well year after year, this hydrangea does. And that lot, and there's the agapanthus. You can just see the flower heads forming now, and it should be opening any day soon. No doubt I'll miss it, I'll be away at work. And I've got myself another one of these little moss mounds, just come in the pot. They're really good. And then my little carnivorous plant down there, he's having a little bit of problems with slugs. They seem to have a go, but not do too much damage. But yeah, everything in the garden seems to be doing really well, apart from the ones I showed you earlier, the old hostas that seem to be having snail problems. So if anybody can give me a hand, that's the old feeding ring that I had, so I'm going to keep all of that just in case. But yeah, if anybody can give me any ideas, I've tried eggshells, I've tried copper tape, I've tried beer traps, all sorts and that lot. So if anybody's got any more weird and wonderful ways of dealing with slugs without actually using slug pellets, so because I don't want to harm the fish, yeah, let me know, get back to me. The acers, both the acers down there in the ground doing really well. I've no windburn, no sunburn. They're really impressed with them this year. So yeah, just have a little look at the koi again from a different angle, my artistic angle, and then we'll be talking about the subscriber giveaway that I'm going to be doing shortly. But I say shortly, it just depends on the people out there in YouTube land. So the prize is an EasyPod. I had this when I was keeping my koi in a swimming pool when I was building the pond and that lot, so it's just been used for about 6-7 months, totally unmolested, not been converted for bottom drain or anything like that. So yeah, this is what I'm going to give away in a subscriber giveaway. I was going to sell it to start with and make myself a couple of £100, 250 quid, something like that, and then I was going to have a grow on, but that's just not practical. I just haven't got the space for a grow on. So what have you got to do? Well, I was sort of thinking hard and fast about it and that lot. So what I'm thinking is, when I hit the 500 subscriber mark, I will then set a question, and all my subscribers then can enter, just answer the question, and then I will use a name generator or a name picker or something like that, randomly pick a game, or I might even write them all down in a hat and get my lovely lady wife to pick a name out. Not exactly sure on these things there, but I need to hit 500 subscribers first. So if you're wanting to win yourself an EasyPod and that lot, tell your friends to subscribe, tell your family to subscribe, spread the word, and let's hit that 500 subscriber mark. And the weekend that I do hit that, I will then do the giveaway, and I'll even do the postage myself, DPD or something like that. It's not a problem. So yeah, so let's get those numbers up there, get those subscriber numbers up there, get those likes up, and chance of an EasyPod, it could be yours for free. What more can you want? Alright guys, sorry there's not much content this week, but like I said, sick dog and work gets in the way, but hopefully I'll have a bit more to show you next week. Stay safe, stay happy, and keep on ponding. Take care guys, see you later, bye bye.